All right, what's up, YouTube? And I'm well, yeah, I'm new to Muay Thai. So my name is Patrick F. Maddox. I live here in Louisville and Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm making this video basically what this channel is going to be about. As you see in a description when you see my channel, pretty much we're going to be reviewing like every now and then we'll be reviewing like Muay Thai shorts, gloves, shin guards, um, just like whatever you're allowed to wear when it comes to Muay Thai accessories, backpacks, or just like whatever that is. Um, and then we'll do like story times like Muay Thai, like things you may have seen as far as like sparring or just like what made me want to get into Muay Thai, which what this video will be about today. And then also what else? We'll be watching like Muay Thai fights, so like any like Muay Thai that's used in like a street fight, or whether it's like somebody's fighting in like a backyard league or something like a street beef or something like that, or just like reviewing like Muay Thai like matches in other martial arts, and we'll try to break it down to like tell like certain moves or give our opinion on what we could do. And then, like I said, also you guys in the comments will be able to that watch the videos. You'll be able to help me like as far as like what you would do, and then also you could also help each other. So pretty much this video is gonna be about like what made me want to get into Muay Thai, and pretty much I ain't about to lie, like to me I read the Bible and the Old Testament, and I'm not a Christian. I'm not Israel named in Christ. I read the Old Testament and I have a very um, great understanding that only a few would be able to, if I like to say. And from what I've known is the those that fall under the house of Judah, we were called those are men of war. Not saying that we were gods or anything, but just saying that we were men of war. That we fought hard battles, and so then once I stepped and realized like, okay, now look at that. Then I was like, okay, do I know how to really defend myself? And then I was like, yeah. But then when I started to look at how good these fighters are, just even like a street fighter. But then when I started to realize, when I look at like people that's like up like the ring, as far as like boxers, um, on people that do like wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and then I learned of Muay Thai, and then luckily Sandai. And so when I looked at all this stuff, and I was like, you don't know the person that you may fight, and so you can end up easily losing a fight. Just at the same time, at that point I'd be fighting just off of pure luck and not actually knowing how to defend a jab, how to defend a cross. If somebody goes a straight punch, just goes like that, and they crossing their punches and all that. So then how would you defend that? If somebody goes and somebody uses the knee, if somebody gets up close and then they're trying to take you to the ground, do you know how to like in Muay Thai, the sweeps, trips, and dumps? Do you know how to sweep? You know, you sweep, you kind of like pull them close, then you kind of pull them apart, create some distance with your hips. Then you sit up there, and then as you pull down, you're gonna sweep the foot, and then the bitch are gonna throw them. But you kick with a great amount of force to also make them, fall. And so and so it's just like I said, or just even that, like you can also separate when they try to grab, you can just pull down, like slip it, pull, and then you can also like elbow. I would leave the hand open so that you can go like that. As far as like when you go like this and it's closed fist, you don't know if you'll always be able to, cause you're basically tight, so you don't know if you'll be able to, always pull it over. So it's just things like that, and then also too like Joe Rogan, watching that, and then like so also I just kept noticing. I was like, like all these, and I don't mean to make it sound like I'm idolized or anything like that, but just I had a dream a while ago, when that I was on just like island or just this area, and it was like dirt was what I was walking on, and I had on sandals pretty much. And one time I was like fighting. I felt like I was invited to this league and that I was fighting. And this was when I was probably about like 10 or 12. And then I ended up having another dream where, I pretty much got attacked and I thought it was like a zombie, but it was something to really do. What I feel was to do with the Old Testament now that how I'm looking at it. This part where I don't want to say not idolizing, but it's like when I watch a celebrity and all that, and I was like, why all these people keep going to Muay Thai? Why are they, what's so interesting about that? And then I also looked up when, like Dragon Ball, like I was like, are these like some of these moves that they're doing, like are like their martial arts, are they real? So I wanted to look it up and stuff. Then I started to realize, I was like, okay, what's the best martial arts? I like it's Muay Thai, like the best martial art, and it was saying that it's among like really like top three, top two or top three, and so then, or some people were saying that it's the best because like so you can use hands, elbows, you can use knees, and you can use your legs as far as kicks and stuff. And then you can sweep, you can throws, you can do various things. Now left way has headbutts in the nut kicks, but also from what I heard is old school Muay Thai. I guess there's certain things that I think in Muay Thai like that you can do that this amazes you more than other martial arts as far as like being calm, your demeanor, having a calm demeanor, and just flowing like the way you just move. It's like looking at something like 4K if you was in like the 1960s or something like that. It's like everything moving much more fluent. Everything's flowing like a stream of water. You're just there and you're calm. And then even when you start turning up and you're like angry in a way, you still move with a certain way. And so like I said, everything that Muay Thai does is like like the Muay femur, as the technician fighter, you can literally sit up there and you can. It's like you being good at chess. You always think like 3 to 5 moves ahead, or you just always stay ahead and you're exchanging it. And to me, it actually helps you focus more on your opponent throughout the fight. And then you got Muay Mat, which is basically like more like heavy on boxing, but they can still use they'll use punches and mainly low kicks. But if you let them get close now, some of them will use elbows, and then at that point they will use knee if you continue to let them get close. And then you have Muay Khao, which is the knees, and then Muay Thai, which is the kicks, and then you got Muay Baran. And some people get made fun of for using Muay Baran, but I'm like, dude, like a lot of people don't know how to move as far as like when you watch the Golden Age Muay Thai and all that. But I didn't really know how to really feel like I knew how to like defend myself. And like if I got in a fight, like when I had problems at like old jobs and stuff like that, and I was having a lot of problems at old jobs and stuff, with just like employees and stuff, like more just like bullying and shit, and I was getting tired of all that, and so I was like, you know what, yeah, I will invest in guns and stuff like that too, but I need to know how to actually defend myself. Like if I was to wrongfully go to jail, I just like wrongfully, like get into some trouble, like misunderstanding with coworkers and stuff. And I don't even argue with nobody or talk about nobody, but it's just the fact that I continuously run into these problems. And so, like I said, it's the point where I need to stand on business and allow stuff to know that I don't stand for those things, and that when I make my point, if it does get to another level, it ain't no arguing, it's simply fighting. And like I said, and if somebody want to argue at that point, I just say, hey, I made my point, and I'm walking away. Like I said, I don't argue. But if we gotta get to a point where we're gonna fight, then we're gonna have to fight. So that's more of me and my understanding of those things. And then like I said, it's just to me like a lot of people, like when I watch even just like certain videos, like I like watching scary horror stories with video evidence and stuff. And a lot of people don't know how to like defend themselves. When you look at things and just have people operate, when people do punches and stuff like that, a lot of them they start getting punched, and then if they get their back up on the wall, and they just stand right there, and then they cower down, and they're not intelligent defending themselves no more, to the point where it's like you don't want to be there anymore. And so like I said, then I seen a video where it was some white guy, and he sat up there, and dude knocked on his door that he didn't know, and it was nighttime, and for some dumbass reason he opens the door, and his dumbass ends up letting the guy get in his house, wrestle him on the ground, and then his wife had to come down there with the gun, and then the video was cut out after that, so we don't know what happened, but they survived, but we don't know what happened after that. but it's just stuff like that. Like if he would have wrestled, like if he would have got to the point where like he had me in the house like that, and basically like he was like clinching up with me, I would have swept him. I would have swept him with my lead left leg in the orthodox stance, and then I would have kneed him. Then I would have teeped him out my house, and then I would have locked the door. You know, it really ain't that easy, but you know, it's just the fact that I have some form of strategy to be able to, you know, defend myself. And I think the people that, as far as like a man, more people need to go and, defend those things. Like I said, it's good to have guns and stuff like that. You know, I think it is for protection. But I think that person needs to know how to defend themselves in case like the gun gets knocked out of their hand, or you can't get access to your gun. So that's pretty much why I want to learn Muay Thai. Honestly, I'm a person that, I like to, in a way, I like to fight. Not like as far as like going like picking fights to people, but just like if like we like sparring or like we have like a little competition or something like that. I would definitely like to get into things like that. In the past, I was kind of hesitant on, but what Muay Thai does for me is it helps bring my confidence back. It helps me as a person be more disciplined. I get up at 3 in the morning. I'll sit up there, I'll pray, I'll read, I'll stretch, I do my stretching routine, and then I'll sit up there, I'll run for an hour, and then I'll work out, and I'll do like Mondays, I'll do Muay Mat, and that's the boxing edition pretty much, and then I do the elbows, and then on the second workout of the day, then I'll sit up there, I'll stretch again, then I'll run for another hour. Then I'll do the Muay Mat again, and then Tuesday I do the Muay Sock, the elbows. Well, I'll stretch, I'll pray, I'll read, I'll stretch, and then I do the elbows, and then I'll sit up and I'll go to work, and then I'll come back, and then I'll do boxing to include that in there to help go with my Muay Thai. Then I'll sit up on Wednesday, like I say, I'll pray, read, stretch, and then I'll run for an hour. So I always stretch, I always run for an hour, and then I either work on hands, elbows, knees, or I work on kicks, and then I also run for an hour. So like I said, that's what I do, and then I do it again. I'll stretch and then I run for an hour, and then I work on something else that I need to work on as far as hands, elbows, knees, feet. And so, I just want to be a great Muay Thai fighter. I want to be a person that knows how to defend himself, defend his family. And I do have dreams of kind of moving out my state. I do want to move to Thailand. And like I said, I can't run from my problems, but I do want to be around people that's naturally more happy. Even if they got social media, it doesn't dominate our life. I want to be around people that love to do a thing, that love to go to work and do honest work. I want to sit up there and learn new skills, be around new people, do something that I love to do each and every day. And so that's what Muay Thai does for me. I do have aspirations in one day fighting for like one championship or like WBC. I believe AUS Muay Thai. Just any fighting league that'll accept me. But I want to fight for one day big contracts But I want to do it not just to fight for the money, but I want to do it because I love to fight. As far as like Muay Thai, sparring and wanting to be a better fighter, warrior, each and every day, that I can be as far as like our ancestors being men of war, and then it's my time to do those things now. So that's what Muay Thai does for me, and I will have a second video coming out of me doing like a review of my shorts and stuff. And so I also say I love you all, and I thank you for checking this video, and please like and subscribe.